Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Positivity. I am your host, Zykia McCoy. Here at Cooking with Positivity, we like to focus on positivity leading to success, whether that be in your business, in your love life, or in your everyday decision making. Happy Thursday, happy TBT. This Thursday, we are taking a look back in time to the women that helped build Cooking with Positivity to what it is today. You're going to hear raw, uncut, first first episodes of Cooking with Positivity with some of the women that helped build Cooking with Positivity to what it was today. You heard Lisa Deshawn's interview last week. This week we're going to revisit the rest of the women that took this journey with me when I first started out. And when I say I sound so raw, so different, how we have grown, how Cooking with Positivity has grown. And not to say it's better, not to say it's worse, it was different. It was new. I was a baby podcaster. And now I'm a grown podcaster now. But this is Angela Walker. And her first ever interview. She was my second interview ever on Cooking with Positivity. Lisa was the first. Angela was second. And when I rewind to this time, I met with the youth that is in my voice.
Hi, Angela. Now, Angela is a recognized women's career success coach, as well as an employment and training expert, writer, and speaker. With a book out called Push Through, she is building on the mindset of teaching women how to build meaningful careers and play a bigger role in their lives. Angela is certified and has a successful nonprofit and public service career spanning over 25 years. Serving in several leadership roles, Angela has grown her own business, Envision Career Success, a career coaching business. Thank you for joining us tonight, Angela. How are
I'm
you?
great. Thank you so much, Zykia, for inviting me. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. I've been thinking about this interview all week.
I'm thrilled.
Now, I want to ask you first, what made you want to be a success coach?
Wow. I think that we are all like focusing on how to be more successful, how to build stronger, more productive lives. And so I'm a career coach first, but I think a part of that is helping women achieve the type of success in their lives they want. So I think it's just because I have a focus on wanting everyone to be living their best life.
Awesome. Now, how has positivity affected your success? How has positivity enhanced or helped you throughout your career?
I think positivity is everything. Like having the right mindset, having your mind be focused on positive things, positive vibes, being able to be resilient. So when the hard times come, you can keep standing. I think positivity is everything.
And that was just a glimpse of what Angela brought to Cooking with Positivity. She was extremely upbeat. She was extremely energetic. She was happy to be here, which is a major proponent. You never want a guest to come on and feel obligated or not want to be there. I loved Angela's energy. She brought so much life to this interview. And I want to move on to the connector between Lisa Deshawn and myself, Shay Williams. Now, as you all should know by now, Lisa and I were in Shay's group on Facebook. It was women helping uplift women, build women up. We did journaling, we did business planning, we did a ton of stuff in that group, and I miss Shay. Shay, if you're listening, I miss you.
Positivity poem so we can get to chatting. Now, positivity paves the road to success. With a positive attitude, you create positive results. You get more with the glass half full mindset than a glass half empty outlook. Cook believing that everything will turn out perfect and you already have a recipe that is sublime. Now, our guest today is Shay Williams, and she is the founder and CEO of Boss Life Concierge and strategist and lifestyle coach. She helps new entrepreneurs and boss ladies offering services to help them start, grow, organize, and manage all business affairs. She has made it easier for you as the owner to focus on your boss lifestyle, with her also helping to overcome fears of starting and growing a business. It gives important tools to succeed, such as confidence, courage, and positivity. With these tools, facing challenges and overcoming fears and staying organized makes it that much easier to boss up. Welcome, Shay.
Hi, I hope y'all can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you perfectly clear. I hope you can hear me. My voice went out last night.
Oh, you was ready to celebrate your birthday and happy birthday.
I just screamed a little bit and then my voice said, no, not right now. So I went down.
Okay. Well, that's good. We gonna push through.
Yes, I'm here. I made it.
That's good.
Now, I want to dive right in. What made you want to start your business?
Well, what made me wanted to start my business was because I married my husband and he already was an entrepreneur. I worked my entire life in a 9-to-5, and I started to, do stuff with him and learn his business. And then I was like, okay, I like this, but I don't know yet. So I went to the internet and on Facebook, and I found a few people that were doing challenges, and I was like, okay, let me see what these are about. So I ran across a lady who was doing a challenge, and I did the challenge or whatever, and then she started talking about business online and starting a business, and I'm like, oh, I might need to do this. And so I was telling my husband about it, and he was like, oh, you got bit by the business bug. I was like, I guess so. I said, because I want to start sharing things. I had other businesses that I tried and I wanted to do, but I never even thought about a online business. And so I was like, okay, I really want to be an entrepreneur. I want to start something that's my own, because my husband's business was his own. And, now that we're married, it's ours, but that was something, his dream to start. It wasn't my dream to start.
Yeah.
So once I figured out, that I knew that I wanted to start a business, I went ahead and started it. So I started my business around maybe 8 years ago. It's different than what it started out to be, because I started out to be just an organization specialist where I help you organize your space and your house, and I also did businesses, like help them organize their paperwork and get things together. So, it started, I really knew about entrepreneurship from my mom because she has her own business, but then when I met somebody that I knew that was a full-blown entrepreneur, and my husband has had jobs, but he's been an entrepreneur since he was really young. And so, talking to him, it wasn't as exciting, but I had to go to the internet. I went to Facebook and online and seen different people that were trying to do things just like me. So it started like it might have started a little earlier, but I wasn't taking it as serious as I started taking it 8 years ago.
Awesome. Yeah, the bug doesn't hit you when you have the ideas. It hits you when it's time for you to get out there and start pushing it.
And that was an amazing and enlightening interview, because when you look at people that you admire and you think they have it all together, you quickly find out that they're just figuring it out just like you are. And that's what I learned from this interview with Shay. She was figuring it out. She was trying to figure out, one, what was her dream, what was her business. She didn't want to just latch on and reap the benefits of her husband's, but she wanted to have a business of her own, something that spoke to her, something that made sense to her, which is not only commendable but is very aspirational, because when we are out in this world and we're looking for something of our own, when we're looking to build something of our own, it's very important that we know, one, what we want to build, two, that it is our own, three, that we're ready for it. Because I go through so many ideas, so many thoughts, so many emotions throughout my day. But what I don't allow to happen is my main goal of building and bossing up, as Shay would say. And I want to highlight this last interview. This is my bestie, my best friend, Heavenly Bramble, who came to us when she was first starting her business. And I know the audio sounds a little rough, but this was the state of Cooking with Positivity back then. Look how far we've come.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for listening. You're listening to Cooking with Positivity. I am your host, Zakia McCoy, and we're going to jump right in. We're continuing Entrepreneur Month, and I'm going to go ahead and read our positivity poem for the month so we can get to our guests. Positivity paves the road. With a positive attitude, you create positive results. You get more with the glass half full mindset than a glass half empty outlook. Cook believing that everything will turn out perfect, and you already have a recipe that is sublime. Now, thank you for joining us again. Our guest is Heavenly Bramble, and she is the founder and CEO of Heavenly Experience VA. Heavenly has taken the virtual assistant world by storm with her Bronx savvy, Richmond knowledge, and a bachelor's degree in writing and technical communication. This hardworking mother and wife left her state government job of 6 years to focus on her business full time. Inspired by her husband and son, Heavenly named and launched Heavenly Experience VA, providing customer service, schedule management, email marketing, and research marketing, and inspiring entrepreneurs who want to start a virtual company. Welcome, Heavenly.
Hi.
Also, my bestie. I left that part out, but I'm so glad you joined us.
I'm glad to be here.
Now, I want to kick it right off with, what are 3 things that people get wrong about virtual assistants?
Well, the first thing people get wrong with virtual assistant is they believe that it's a personal assistant and not virtual. So what I mean by personal, people believe that virtual assistants can come and personally come to their business and, pick up whatever task they have, running to the post office or just doing little errands that a personal assistant would do and not virtual. So that's one of the first things that people get wrong. Virtual, as you know, has the word virtual, where we are online businesses and, we're not physically at your business or office, and that we run our own business from home. We're our own entrepreneurs and independent contractors. Then another one is virtual. People believe virtual assistants can do everything, as in, especially with the booming internet world, with social media marketing, emails, and Facebook ad person and web designer. They believe a virtual assistant can do all of that in one, and that is not what a virtual assistant does. They specialize in certain aspects of those different techniques and skills, but most cannot do all of those tasks. And then lastly, they believe that a virtual assistant can, they don't treat them as a business owner. They treat them as an employee, and usually they give them a undercut pay, and don't believe that virtual assistants have their own business. We have our own taxes that we have to take care of, and so that is a last thing. They just think that they are an employee of their company and not their own actual independent contractor and business owner.
And those are just snippets of these amazing interviews that help bring Cooking with Positivity into the space that it is today. And if you would like to hear the full interviews, they are on Cooking with Positivity. All you have to do is go wherever you listen to podcasts. You're listening right now, and type in or scroll and see these beautiful faces, and you can listen to these amazing stories, these amazing women, and how they help kick off Cooking with Positivity to the fullest. And on that note, I hope everybody has a great and positive rest of their day and a great and positive rest of your week.